Hi, this is Ayvaunn Penn with Black and Making It, Black artists making it happen. I'm just finishing up my spring break and I am sad that it's ending, but it's been very, very productive, and it has inspired me to bring this message to you, a few tips on how to be a Black artist making it happen. The first key is network, network, network. You never know who you're meeting. You never know who you're meeting. And if there is an artist that you admire, if there is someone that you want to work with, reach out to them. It has worked for me, I can say, at least 3 times. And they have been life-changing things. First, I wrote Regina Taylor when I wanted to work with her. Now I had to be persistent. And you don't want to be a creeper stalker person, but there's nothing wrong with, over a span of a few months, writing your first letter, giving them some time to see it. They're busy people. Write a second time, and for me, the third time was the charm. Granted, it was 2 years after my first letter that I was able to hear back from her, but it was the best response ever. Miss Taylor was working on a show at the Goodman Theater in Chicago, which is a wonderful, amazing, Tony Award-winning theater, very well known in the nation. And she asked to have a telemeeting with me, asked for my resume and everything, and by the time it was all said and done, she was offering me a position to be one of her assistant directors on that show. So again, and even just this past week, I'm a big fan of playwright Terrell Alvin McCraney. He's doing very well for himself. He's a recipient of the Genius Fellowship, as it is known casually, but he has a show opening at the Public Theater this week. I think it opened yesterday, but I was writing him as well, and finally got to meet him in person, ask all of my questions that I'm interested in getting answers to as a playwright, as a theater artist in general. Wonderful conversation, wonderful gentleman. So that's 2 antidotes, at least for you. If you want to work with someone, write them. The worst thing that can happen is that they don't answer, and you never had an answer from them in the first place, so there's absolutely nothing to lose, only to gain. Secondly, as an artist, it is absolutely imperative that we not only are passionate about making our art, being in our zone, I know, I understand, but we cannot afford to be not knowledgeable when it comes to the business side of our art. Make sure that you know, so I've made this great thing. What happens now? I'm a writer, so I've written this great work. What now? How do I make sure I don't get taken advantage of? Make sure that you do your research. When you reach out to people, reach out to other people who you can get your hands on in terms of artists who are doing well, doing what you do. Ask them, what are things that I should always know to do? What are things I should know to never do? What was your greatest accomplishment and how did you get there? Could you have gotten there faster? Just ask the questions that you need to know to get to where you want to go. Lastly, or thirdly, maybe that was all I wanted to say. No, I'm pretty sure I had more that I wanted to say. I guess I remember what it was. Number 3 for being a Black artist and making it happen. The biggest ingredient to your success is going to be your passion about what you're doing. I know we all need money. We all need to pay our bills. But I am telling you, especially as a theater artist, you have to have a bigger reason than that, or you will burn out so quickly, especially for, not just theater, but even television and film. It is not glamorous. It is so not good. In fact, these jobs, though they are our art and our passion, it requires a lot of work, that long hours. I mean, you know, mad respect to the doctors, the lawyers, the teachers who are getting the children of our future ready to lead the world and society, and many, many other professions that require a lot. At least when they go to work, they can go home and chill, relax with their families. When it comes to schooling and working, studying the arts, performing arts, all your classmates go to class and go home. No, the theater artists go to class, and then they have rehearsal, and then they have homework. And in the real world, I remember the big, bright red awakening when I was working in Chicago on the show with Regina Taylor. That was my first professional theater gig. Fabulous experience. Fabulous, wonderful, working with the creative team, working with her. It was also a rude awakening. You don't have a weekend. There is no weekend. No, you go to work 6 days of the week. You have 1 day off, and on that 1 day off, you still have work to do. You still have work to do. You may have meetings. You may, who knows what it is, but that is not a day of relaxation. And if you are doing art for the wrong reasons, whether it be theater, television, film, whether it be dance, whether any of those things, you have to do this because you're passionate, because you have a message you want to share, because you care about reaching people, you care about touching people's lives. Otherwise, you will quit. You will quit so fast. So number 3, long story short, is you have to be passionate. You have to be satisfied, even if the money doesn't come right away. And even if you are never famous, you have to be satisfied knowing that you have touched at least one person. And if you have touched the life of at least one person, all of your work is worth it. It is worth it. There is nothing more gratifying than pouring in your blood, sweat, and tears, sometimes feeling a little thankless, but when even that one person lets you know that your work touched them, changed their life, that is what you work for as an artist. That is what you work for. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this session of Black in Making It. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I've got some exciting interviews lined up. Hush, hush. But I look forward to bringing some very great artists your way. Until next time, have a great day and a great week. Much love. Bye.